Everybody get up for my friend JD Lopez.
Thank you. I'm JD Lopez. Wow. All right. Thank you all for being here. Let's address the hat right off the bat, okay? Just wanted to look like every woman on Hinge, okay? Or every guy on Yellowstone. All right, come on. Yeah, but when you wear a fashionable hat, pretty soon the hat overshadows the man, okay? Like people used to say, hey, JD, nice hat. Now they're more like, hey, hat, nice guy. Yeah, I'm a glorified hat rack at this point, okay? People don't even look at me, they look at the hat. My eyes are down here, ma'am, okay? Yeah, I mean, my wife won't even have sex with me if we're not wearing the hat, so at least we're having sex, so that's cool. And we're married, so my dick doesn't have to wear a hat. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I spent most of the day watching home renovation shows on HGTV. Yeah, I fell down one of these rabbit holes. I mean, it's basically just porn for millennials, you know? Because at this point, the idea of owning my own home at this point is just, you know, as fanciful as me being in any type of porn-like scenario. It's just not in the cards, I think, you know? And they have as many categories of home renovation shows as they do for porn. You know, they got twins, interracial, redheads doing backdoor stuff. Yeah, it's a fun one. Yeah, I've been going to the gym, I've been working out. Why doesn't no one believe me? Yeah, I want to feel better about myself, so I started going to a Vasa. You know, and I don't know if you guys have ever been in one of these Vassas, but it is all just juicy asses and big biceps, okay? And that's just the dudes, okay? So, was not feeling great about myself there, and I started going to a rec center. All right, my self-esteem shot through the roof, okay? It's all just preteens and senior citizens at a rec center, all right? So I'm just the peak of physical fitness at a rec center. I mean, I'm the Rock at a rec center, all right? And I know this because I was on the bench, and this old guy came up to me. He goes, "You're very strong." Now we're just best friends. Yeah, you know, that's all I've ever really wanted from working out is for someone to acknowledge how strong I am. So now we just kind of walk around the track, and he tells me about Vietnam, and I tell him I wish he was my dad. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And he's like super proud of me. He's always bringing more old guys from the old folks home. He's like, "Hey, come and see how much this kid can lift. It's crazy." So I got this old guy crew at the gym now. They're my boys, you know, we hang out. We call ourselves the Grumpy Gainers. Takes like 4 of them to spot me. I'm feeling pretty good about myself, okay? Yeah, and I know the working out must be paying off because I got hit on at the gym not too long ago. Yeah, it was an old lady, but it still counts, okay? Yeah. Yeah, my boys are gone at this point, all right, because they got to get back to the home by 5, so. But the grind never ends, so I was just doing my thing, right? And then this old lady, she comes up to me on her walker, right, very seductively. Yeah, it's like, she says, "Wow, you're really putting in a lot of work there. I bet you're working up quite a thirst." And I was just like, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm working hard, you know, probably get something to drink soon, yeah, you know." And then she goes, "I bet a margarita and some Mexican food sounds pretty good right about now." And I was just like, oddly specific, but sure, yeah, I could go for some Mexican food. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it sounds nice, right? And then she pulls out a $100 bill out of her fanny pack, and she goes, "Do you think this will be enough?" And that's when a light started going on in my head, you know. I was like, oh, but then she leans in, she goes, "You can call me Margarita." I know, right? Before I can even say anything, she hits me with, "I'll even let you lick the salt off the rim." No, it's like, I don't even know what that means, lady, okay? I know rim jobs have something to do with buttholes, and we're all working up a sweat at the gym, but goddamn. All right, that is some advanced shit right there, okay? So I like to think I did what any man would do. You know, I got nervous and I left, okay? Yeah. I was talking to my boys the next day, though. I was like, "You guys know about this margarita chick?" They're like, "Oh, yeah. We've all licked the salt off the rim." It's like, "Damn, all of you?" They're like, "Oh, yeah, son, you couldn't handle it. Just steer clear, all right?" I was like, "Good looking out, Pops, all right?" But it turns out that's what Margarita does. She trolls the gym looking for young dick, and that's why she needs the walker, all right? She's getting her hip blown out every other week, you know? She's just good for her, you know? Good for her. But that was not my only run-in with old Margarita, okay? She came up to me a couple weeks later. You know, and this is the problem when a woman of advanced age is hitting on you. You don't know if it's just persistence or Alzheimer's, okay? So she comes up to me again a couple weeks later, right? And then she asked me about my tattoos that was her in this time, right? She goes, wow, I really like your tattoos. I have 4. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And she shows me a 4-leaf clover on her wrist. She's got a Betty Boop on her shoulder, okay? And then she very coquettishly pulls down her shirt and bam, shows me a fucking Broncos tattoo on her chest. All right, I'm talking old school D with the horse, okay? Which is the most Denver thing I've seen in my goddamn life, all right? All right, and then she's like, if you want to see my 4th tattoo, you got to take me out. And that's when I snapped. I was like, I can't, Margarita. I'm married, all right? I'm sorry. I can't do it. I love my wife, all right? And she was like, married, huh? Never stopped me before. Why don't you bring her in, okay? Long story short, my wife and I have brought Margarita in as the 3rd in our marriage. And it has just been amazing. I mean, she's taught us so much about life, love, and real estate, actually. Turns out old Margarita has a pretty lucrative OnlyFans account, okay? And I've done a couple videos with her, and I have enough to put down on the first house, everybody. I'm gonna be a homeowner, huh? Dreams come true. Okay, thank you so much. I've been JD Lopez. Thank you.